Good morning, everybody. We are going to be learning about adding and subtracting decimals today in class. So in your new white presentation packets that you got for decimals, would you please open up to page 14? We are going to go over the rules for adding and subtracting decimals on this page, so you might want to highlight as well. So when we add or subtract decimals, the first thing we're going to do, and we'll just highlight this right here, okay, you just follow these steps. You are going to put the numbers in vertical columns. You're going to line them up. You're going to add each column of the digits starting on the right, and then you're going to bring the decimal point straight down. So I'm even going to draw an arrow like that goes down. You're going to bring the decimal point straight down. You line them up. Line them up, line them up. In fact, I think that's the name of the song or the video that you're going to be watching today on the Google Classroom. It's called Line Them Up. All right, so let's take a look. If you look here, okay, if we were adding 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents, you see we bring that decimal point straight down, okay? And then if we're adding the dollar, right, the decimal point goes straight there, okay? And we add up our columns, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's a 20, carry the 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, put a 0, and then we carry that one and we get $2. We bring that decimal point straight down. All right, let's turn the page. And let's look at some estimating. Sometimes when we solve problems like this, we want to estimate first to the nearest whole number. Okay, so if we look, 5.1, that is closer to 5 than it is to 6, right? So we can round that to 5. And $1.25, that is closer to $1 than it is to $2. 0.04, 4 cents is closer to 0. And $1.99 is closer to 2. So I'm going to round that up. And then if I were to add these all up, these estimated values, 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 0 is still 6, plus 2, that would give me approximately an estimated answer of 8. Now if I take those numbers and actually do the work, oh, my little dino fell off. Okay, so I'm going to take those same numbers right here, but this time I'm actually going to line them up. So I'm going to take 5.1. Sometimes graph paper is good for this. 1.25, 0.04, and 1.99. And I'm going to add those up. And what you're going to notice is the decimal points are all lined up there. Okay, all in a line. And you're going to bring that decimal point straight down. Now, if you have any empty spots, you can put little zeros there if you want. Okay, so I have a couple empty spots here, so I can put the zeros in if I want. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 9 is 18, so I'm going to carry that 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 9 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 more is 8, and I got 8.38, which is pretty close to my estimate before that I got of 8. All right, let's turn the page. And we're actually going to turn a couple pages now. Turn to page 17. So we're looking at question 50. And we're going to add these. So we have 0.6, and then we have 0.55. And we're going to add those up. So you can put a little 0 here. Notice that my decimal points are lined up right there, so that's where I'm going to bring my decimal point down. Start over here, I get 5, and then 6 plus 5 is 11, carry the 1, so you get 1.15, which would be choice C. All right, let's turn the page. And let's look at question 52. So question 52, we have a bunch of them to line up. 1.025, 0.03, and then 14.0001. The most important thing to remember here is I am lining up my lining up my decimal points right down. So I'm going to bring that straight down. I have some empty spaces here, so I'm going to put some zeros, kind of acts as a placeholder. Okay, and now I'm going to add. So I get 1 here, 5 here, 5 here, 0. 1 plus 4 is 5, and then bring down my 1, so I get 15.0551, and that is choice A. Again, you're lining up your decimal point. All right, let's take a look at question 54. Question 54 says, Franco went to buy new video games. He bought Max Rush for $19.95, Duplo Race for $23.95, and Garage Mate for $21.95. How much did he spend on video games? So we're going to line up these three prices, $19.95, $23.95, and $21.95. Put the addition sign there. I'm going to highlight that I lined up the decimal points. Whoops, lined up the decimal points and bring it straight down. So that's where my decimal point is going to go in my answer. 5, 10, 15 here. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 9 is 19. Plus 9 more is 28. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Plus 1 is 14. 2, 4, 5, 6. So I got $64.85, and that is choice B, $64.85. All right, let's turn the page. That was question 54. Let's take a look at question 56. Now, question 56 asks you to estimate. So we're going to estimate by rounding. So 8.5 is going to round up to 9. So 8.5 is closer to 9. 0.042, that's not even 4 cents. So to me, that would round down to 0. And then 12.31 is closer to 12. So 9 plus 0 plus 12, that's going to give us an estimate of about 21. So the answer to that one would be 21. Estimating is useful if you're in the store and you want to know if you're going to have enough money. Okay, let's move on now to question 60. Question 60, what is the sum? Now, sum means that we are adding. So let me just get my pen here. So we have 74.835 and then 2.67. Put my addition sign, make sure my decimal points are lined up, right? That's what I'm looking at. So my decimal points line up. I'm not worried about my digits, I'm worried about my decimal point. I have a couple open spaces here, so I'm going to put some zeros to hold the places. 5, 3 plus 7 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9, and 6 is 15, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 7 plus 0. So I have 77.505, and that is choice B. Okay, so now it works the same. Let's just make sure we're moving on to subtracting now. Yes, so with subtraction, it works the same way. Oh, if you look here on the notes. Okay, it works the same exact way as it does for addition with decimals. You're going to put the numbers in vertical columns, aligning them by the decimal point. So you're going to line them up. Okay. You're going to subtract the numbers starting from the right and going to the left. And you put the decimal point directly down in your answer. Sometimes you're going to have to borrow, and that's okay. Just remember, you line them up. Line them up. Okay, so let's do a couple of examples. We are going to skip a couple of pages here because you guys have a lot of work to do today. Let's look at question 61. Question 61. Okay, so question 61 is interesting because a lot of kids make mistakes on this one. So it's 5, and there's no decimal point after the 5. You'll notice that, right? So it should be 5.00. Subtract 0.238. In fact, I'm even going to put another 0 here. I have to put the decimal point after that 5. Okay, now a lot of people just want to write an 8 here or a 3 here. Let me bring down the decimal points, right? You can't do that. You can't take 8 away from nothing. You can't take 3 away from nothing. And you can't take 2 away from nothing. You have to borrow. When we don't have enough of something, we have to borrow. If you don't have a pencil, you borrow from a friend. Okay, if you need some money for lunch, right, you borrow from a friend. So we have to borrow. So the only number I can borrow from here is all the way over here. This guy, I borrow from the 5. Cross that out and make it a 4. This guy becomes a 10. Cross out the 10, make that a 9. Now we borrowed here, and now I can borrow from that 10, make it a 9, and now I have 10. I can subtract. 10 take away 8 is 2. 9 take away 3 is 6. 9 take away 2 is 7, and 4 take away nothing is 4. So 4.762, and that is choice C. All right, turn the page. Let's look at question 63. Question 63 says, Sally won $25 for her science fair project. Her project cost $12.57 to prepare. What is the estimate of her profit? Profit is the amount of money that she made. So if she won 25, but she spent $12.57 to do the project on supplies, you have to subtract that. So we're going to take $12.57 and we're going to round that up to $13. So now if I do 25, subtract 13, 5 take away 3 is 2, 2 take away 1 is 12. She made approximately a $12 profit. Okay. Now, the next question, we want to find the actual answer. So we need to take the $25 that she earned, or she won, that was her prize, and subtract the $12.57 that she spent to make the project. Never heard of anybody really winning money on a science project in school, but I guess it's possible. Let's bring our decimal point down here. Okay, I cannot do 0 take away 7 or 0 take away 5. I have to borrow from this 5 here. So make that a 4. This becomes 10. Now I can borrow. 10 take away 7 is 3. 9 take away 5 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2. And 2 take away 1 is 1. So $12.43, which is very close to the estimate that we got. All right, let's look at this question here. Question 65, 1,897.112, subtract 0.647. So again, let's line them up, 897.112, and then I have decimal point 647, and I am subtracting, and I am going to highlight these decimal points, bring it straight down. Bring that decimal point straight down. There we go. Okay, I cannot do 2 take away 7. Right, let me move this over so you can see it. I can't do 2 take away 7, so I'm going to borrow. 12 take away 7 is 5. I can't do 0 take away 4, so I'm going to borrow over here. 10 take away 4 is 6. And then, let's see, what did that leave me with over here? That left me with a 0 take away 6, which I can't do. So cross this out, make it a 6. 10 take away 6 is 4. And now, what do I have left over here? I have some zeros. I'm going to put zeros in here, right? Okay, so now I have 6 take away 0 is 6. 9 take away 0 is 9. 8 take away 0 is 8. And 1 take away 0 is 1. So I got 1,896.465. And that was choice A. All right. That one was a little sloppy. Sorry about that. Let's look. Let's do question 66. Question 66. The Johnson twins raced each other in the 200-meter dash. Jordan finished in 23.48 seconds, and Max finished in 26.13 seconds. How much faster was Jordan than Max? Okay, so we're going to take 26.13 seconds, and we're going to subtract 23.48. And again, I lined up my decimal points. I'm going to bring it straight down into my answer. Put that right there. And now I'm going to subtract. I can't do 3 take away 8, so I have to borrow. 13 take away 8 gives me 5. I can't do 0 take away 4, right? So I have to borrow from this 6. Make that a 5. 10 take away 4 is 6. 5 take away 3 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. So it's 2.65 seconds. 2.65 seconds. Awesome. All right. Let's look at question 69. We have 17. Subtract 13.008. Now it's 17 and there's nothing after the 17. It's a whole number. Now a lot of you would probably just want to bring down the 0.008, but you can't do that. This is really the same as 17.00, right? You can't do 0 take away 8. You can't do 0, well, 0 take away 0 you can do, but you can't do 0 take away 8. So we have to borrow. But I can't borrow from zeros. So I have to borrow all the way over here from this 7. So I'm going to cross out the 7 and make it a 6. This guy's going to become 10. Now I can borrow from him. This is going to become 10. I can borrow from it. Now I can do 10 take away 8 is 2. But before I do that, I'm stopping right there. I forgot to bring down my decimal point, right? I should do that first every single time. So I'm stopping what I'm doing so that I can bring down my decimal point. That was a big no-no, right? Bring that decimal point down first. Okay, let me fix my pen. My pen is falling apart. Okay, so 10 take away 8 is 2. 9 take away 0 is 9. 9 take away 0 is 9. 6 take away 3 is 3. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So I got 3.992 as my answer. And it is choice C. Notice how all of these choices look alike. They're very similar, just, you know, slight variations. You got to be careful on those. Okay. Promise you this video is almost done. Okay. Question 71. Oh, the movies. Remember when we used to be able to go places like the movies? Good times, right? Okay. If you buy 2 movie tickets that cost $8.25 each, what will your change be from a $20 bill? That's a pretty good price, $8.25. I feel like when I go to the movies now, not that I've gone to a movie in a long time, but I feel like it's over $10. So there's 2 ways we can do this. We could do $8.25 times 2, or we could do $8.25 plus $8.25. So I think that's what I'm going to do since this lesson is about adding and subtracting. And I'm going to bring my decimal point down. That's the first thing I have to do. So this is a 2-part question. Bring my decimal point down. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, and then 8 plus 8 is 16. So it's $16.50 for 2 tickets. So that's for 2 tickets. But I want to know what's my change from a $20 bill. So now I'm going to take $20, $20.00, and subtract $16.50. And again, let's bring that decimal point straight down. I'm going to move this so you can see this a little better. Okay, bring that straight down. 0 take away 0 is 0. I can't do 0 take away 5. I have to borrow. I can't borrow from the 0 over here, so I'm going to have to borrow from the 2. Cross it out. Now I can borrow from this 10. 10 take away 5 is 5, and 9 take away 6 is 3. My answer is $3.50 change that I will get back. Okay. So I think that's where we're going to stop in the packet. What you're going to do now is you are going to go to the Google Classroom, and there are specific pages or specific problems, I should say, in your green packet that you're doing. So make sure you look really carefully at the Google Classroom because you're only doing certain problems. That's what you're going to do today. Make sure you watch the Mr. C song about Line 'em Up, and I will see you guys Wednesday.